I could probably start a fire.
With the right tools?
With the right tools, yeah. I don't know if I needed to be a Boy Scout to do that, but I
Okay.
suppose I could, yeah. Hi, I'm Coach Steve with $5 Fitness. The idea is it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't need to spend $150 or $200 on a gym membership. If you have only, maybe $5 to get started, you can get a great workout going. I was always interested in sports and fitness growing up as a kid up until about college. I got into CrossFit. I've been doing CrossFit for now probably close to 9 years, give or take. I'm a CrossFit trainer as well. I own a CrossFit gym. And I'm also very interested in the sports science and supplement industry element of things. The vitamins, the minerals, taking things that can make you better as supplements but not relying on them. I spent time in the sports supplement industry in a factory that specifically made protein powder and vitamin drinks, things like that. So I've got a little bit of the background on understanding what goes into things and specifically knowing what you should not put in your body as well. Outside of fitness, some hobbies I have. Once in a while, I still like to play video games. I'm on a big Mario Kart kick right now. I do love to travel. I've been to probably close to 75 countries and territories as of this moment. About five continents as well. A lot of different places all over the country. One of the things that I did back in 2014, one of the jobs that I had, the contract was finishing up. So I, kind of like out of a movie that you hear, I sold all my stuff, put anything I still had in storage. I got a backpack and I traveled around the world for about a year. A lot of great places. I love to learn more about cultures and experience the country when I'm there. We can learn a lot about a country from the news. We have this idea in our head about what this is or what the people are like or things like that, but it's a night and day difference when we actually get there and experience it. We find that places in the world are not as scary as we think just because someone speaks a different language than us. They still want the same things. They still need to work. They still want to get a great workout. They still want fitness. They still care for their family. So traveling a lot has really given me a different perspective on the world as a whole. I do love a steak that is prepared properly. And by properly, it means seasoned just a little bit, but extra, extra, extra rare is how I like my steak. Some people call that blue. I don't like it cooked very much. Not raw. People say, oh, we like raw steak. Not raw, rare. But if a steak is prepared properly, sometimes I'll say it's done well, but no, I don't want a well done steak. Prepared properly, extra, extra, extra rare. That's probably my favorite food to have. It's hard to go wrong with a steak that's done correctly. As far as a cheat meal, I do love In-N-Out Burger. If you've ever been on the West Coast or even Texas, they have In-N-Out Burger, and it's a burger place that is perfect. Everything about it is great. That's definitely a cheat meal. I could probably eat that meal every day. It's probably good that I don't live right now in a place where In-N-Out Burger is prevalent because I would have it very consistently. Yeah, I love working out at the gym, being around people, pushing myself to be better. I love to continually push myself to be a better athlete and to be healthier and stronger. So that was one of the ideas behind $5 Fitness is I've done home workouts before, or I've seen trainers say, all right, this is the workout you're gonna do. Hey, good luck with that. So with $5 Fitness, what I wanted to focus on was I'm gonna do the workouts with you. Our coaches are gonna do the workouts with you. We're gonna give you the programming, and then we're gonna record videos with you. You guys can follow along with us, and we're gonna take you through just like it's a class. When my gym closed because of COVID-19, I wasn't gonna charge someone a full membership for them to be at home. They were struggling with their jobs and their work just like everyone else. It wasn't right for me to do that. So I started $5 Fitness out of that idea. That's probably my biggest motivational struggle, is not feeling like I have that push like a gym class does. And the videos that we give specifically want to kind of make that environment seem similar. Every person I've ever met, pretty close, is amazed when I tell them that I was never a Boy Scout. I don't know if it's the persona that I give off or my conversations with them or something like that. I do like to always be prepared, but I was never a Boy Scout, Cub Scout, Eagle Scout, nothing like that. I do like new challenges, so I like pushing myself to be better, whether it is learning a new skill. One day about 10 years ago, I woke up and I said, you know, I think I want to learn how to fly airplanes. So I learned how to fly airplanes. I have my pilot certificate, and that's probably the coolest thing I've ever done, maybe, is, besides all the, I've done a lot of great travel, but physically traveling via plane by myself is pretty cool. Doing my first solo flight, where you land with the trainer, and the instructor says, all right, good luck, and he hops out the door, and then you take off and you have to go. That was probably the coolest thing that I've ever experienced. That alone, the adrenaline rush on landing a plane with no one else in the cockpit, because you have to land the plane or else you're gonna drive and dive into a mountain. There's no pause button. It's not a PlayStation game. It's not even a car where you could pull off to the side of the road. It's you have to land the plane or you're gonna crash, and then you land the plane because you have to. And that heart-pumping moment was probably worth every dollar I put into the training or every minute that I spent learning. So learning new challenges is maybe something someone doesn't see from initially seeing me, but I was never a Boy Scout. I could probably start a fire
With the right tools?
with the right tools, yeah. I don't know if I needed to be a Boy Scout to do that, but I
Okay.
suppose I could, yeah. Favorite music of all time, I'm a Beatles fan. So, you know, the joke is typical music snob, twist the dial until you reach the Beatles. That is admittedly me. Besides the Beatles, there's a couple of bands that I grew up listening to as a college student. Fall Out Boy got started around early 2000s-ish. They were becoming popular. There's a band called Brand New, which is not performing any longer, but I still listen a lot to them, their older stuff. And I actually like Weezer. I think Weezer is a great band, along with maybe Incubus, where you could take an album they put out 20 years ago and put an album they put out 20 days ago, and it's just as good. I mean, there's such a wide variety of talent between those two guys. But other than the Beatles, which is my go-to of all time, I could probably recite every Beatles lyric of almost every single song by heart. There's a few other bands that I like too. It's George Harrison. Get started with this. Get started with this. The idea behind why this exists, behind why I started it, is to find what you're able to do, and for $5 a month, you can literally get started with a health and fitness regimen. It doesn't have to be what your neighbor's doing. It doesn't need to be what your friends or family are doing. It doesn't need to be what you're going to be doing forever, but find something you're able to do and just get going. Don't be discouraged by what you're getting into. Don't be discouraged by any of your past failures or times you've come up short. If you've had gym memberships in the past, and almost every single person I've talked with has a gym membership, either has one still or used to have one, and they're probably not going. They're donating to their gym, right? Those the Planet Fitness or the Crunch or things like that. If they're not going to the gym, they're donating to the gym. So instead of donating to a gym that you're not using, why not invest in something different? You don't even have to leave your house. There's zero equipment that you need to do with it, and it'll take you about 10 or 15 minutes a day, and the cost is literally $5 to get started.